Namaste. We are going to create a Kirtimukh. So what is a Kirtimukh? It is this and it is kept mainly it is placed on a door wall or a temple wall. Well, you can search more about it on YouTube or on Google as well. So let's begin. First thing is that we'll need a cardboard. You can get any cardboard like this and you have to cut it in this kind of shape. You can choose any other shape as well. There is no specific design for this. This is the only design which I have chosen, and you can add the hook which I had shown previously if you want, or you can just simply make it a plain like this as well. If you don't need hook, then it's completely fine. I have just bended the wires and added it. You can add some hook over there as well. There is no compulsion. So this is our clay, that is the Fevicol molded clay, and this is the resin hardener. We have these two, and I'm gonna mix them like this. I will mix it with, with like this. We will use my shoulder force for this so that my hands don't get damaged. And once after it is mixed, it will get completely white like this. There are various tutorials of it. You can check those videos of how to use this clay and more details about this on my YouTube channel. So now you can see over here what I am doing is I am just spreading the clay on the back side of our kirtan. So the hook side will be the back side. So again I'm saying if you don't need the hook, don't worry about it. Just don't add it. Okay. So like this, I'm gonna use a tape to smoothen this up. You can see after smoothening this up, it will look like this. And once after it is completely dry, we can, start with the frontal part. You can also give your name or brand. I have made another video for it, so you can check that out. So once after the back part is dry, I'll mix some new clay over here. And now what I'll be doing is creating the side part. So at the sides, I have added two leaves over here. At start, I have shown the Kirtimukh, right? So what you can do is just pause that video and take a screenshot and check that images and see here as well what I'm creating. So these are two leaves at the side. There are some images online where I had checked. So I got that they had given some two images over there as well. There are different designs of this, and you can also create a design of your own as well. And now what I'm doing here is I'm just making the eyeballs like this. Now I've added some clay below it and then added the eyeballs because I wanted to give them a little elevation. So after doing this, you can see I have added the two leaves portion and also added the top portion, middle portion. I don't know exactly what to call this. If any of you have much idea about this, you can mention in the comments below. So like this, you can see this is completely nice, and this is the shape that I'm trying to give by only hands. You can make your hands a little wet with the help of water and then smoothen it up. So now I'm using a pin tool and I'm just pulling it like this. Pin tool usually are straight, but I have used a spanner and then I have bended it like this. It becomes easy for you to work on if you bend it, but depends on, I mean, straight are also good. Depends on how you want it to be. And like this, with the help of a spatula, I am giving this leaf design over here. Something which is very easy. I mean, many of you know how to do this. There is nothing like something which is very difficult or something which has to be explained over here. Here there is something which you can see. I'm using this trick with the help of a spatula. What I'm doing is I'm pressing it like this, and now I have to use this kind of shape over here. I will be adding some lines like this. I don't know how to explain these things. Said this dialogue at many videos. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain. There are various things which once you experience, once you create by yourself, then only you can understand. So with the help of a spatula, I have created this design. You can see over here at the top. And now what I am doing over here, since the mouth is open, I have created a clay border which I have also elevated a bit. And how much mouth you want it to be opened, that you must think of. And then later on you can, give this type of clay border to it. Try to elevate it a little bit up. Since we only have 1.5 hours, so that's why we have to work on it parts by parts. So right now, the eyeball portion and other portions are completely dried up or completely hardened up. Now we will make the eyelids for this. You can also make the eyelids when the eyeballs are not completely dried up, but that becomes difficult to work on it and also to get a desired shape. So the best possible thing is that work on this clay parts by parts. First create the eyeballs, then let it to dry, and then later on mix some new clay and then create the eyelids like this. So in case if you're wondering how I created a circular shape for the eyeballs, I used some pen toppers or pen caps. So I have mixed again some clay. Now the eyeballs are dried up completely. As I said before, that you have to work on this clay parts by parts. That's why it takes some time to work on this clay. But the end product is always good. So now I'm making the mouth part or the face part, you can say. So this is how I am gonna add. Now since the eye portion is completely hardened up and also the mouth border that we gave, it was a completely hardened up. Now as you can see over here that this is giving us some kind of ease to work on it and to get a desired shape. Now again, this is a technique which I use. Now you can use your technique as well. I'm just giving you an example of how I'm using or how I create my artworks. You can also invent your own method or you can use this same method as well. This one is a bit easy according to me, but you can also invent your more easier technique than this as well. So let's go with the further part right now. I'll cover this up completely. You can see over here, it is still wet. It is not completely dried up over here right now. If I go to explain each and every part in detail, if I go to show each and every step in more detailed format, then the video will be 2-3 hours long or even more than that because this whole sculpture itself took around 5-6 days for me to complete. So what I'm gonna do right now is to create teeth of him. If you again you can check the images if you have taken the screenshots of the starting one. He has teeth. It has teeth on its mouth, right? And teeth are like a tiger. You can call it a tiger. So like this. Just take some clay and have added it over here like this. And also you can see the lines that I have made on the mouth. I have made those with the help of pen tool. That is something which is very easy. Now this complete thing has been dried off right now and is completely and fully hardened like after around 2 hours. Now what I'm going to make is the nose. So just I have taken some new clay over here, mixed some new clay, and you can see that it is easy for me to work on his face right now. I also create faces by this same technique, by the way. I'll also show some face tutorials later on. So let me know in comments if you want face tutorials more sooner or enough. Okay, so like this, and now I'm creating the nose. See, we are creating the whole face parts by parts. I keep saying this in each and every video that while working on this clay, that is a fabricated molded or air dry clay or any other air dry clay or even M-Seal, what you have to do is work on it parts by parts. Then only you can create amazing things out of it. You can see over here nose I've given quite shape. I'll smoothen it up later on. And like this. And I have given the two nostrils. I'll smoothen it up now. And once after smoothen it up, it will look like this. And I also added some clay to the below part over here. Thought I don't think that I need to show that because it's the same that we added the clay on the backside, same like that. And the excess clay I have added on the excess clay which remains. If you're working on this clay, you know that there is always excess clay that remains. And I have added that on the eye portion above because we are gonna fill a lot of clay over there. So like this, and once after that down portion was completely dried up, I added some flowers over there. This is something which is very easy, so I thought that I don't need to show these things to you because you can easily create this with the help of your imagination. This is something that you don't need to follow a specific pattern or anything like that. You can create it by yourself. Now added clay on the upper part of the eyes. Add clay in this shape. You can choose any other shape you want. You can, if you think this shape is complicated, then you can get an easy shape. And like this, I'm giving the scales. I'm using this type of spatula. I don't know what is this spatula, what this spatula is called. I have not taken any education in art. I just create art the way I like it. And like this, you can see over here that like this, it will looks good, right? You can see the other where I have completed it. I also did that first. Get it, allowed it to dry fully. Once it was hardened, I did the other one. Like this, our Kirtimukh is ready. Now you can see it's completely ready from back side as well, and even from the front fully. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do. Maybe some sanding over here and there to smoothen some things up, but that's something that which you can also do. So I don't think that I need to show it. So like this, it will look good, and you can create your own design as well. Now to paint this, since I'm giving it a full golden look. So first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it a black wash. Now, if you're coloring anything with golden, I always suggest or recommend that you can use a black wash first so that the black color sits properly in the gaps or in the sculpted areas, and then later on when we dry brush with gold, the black color looks nice, that your whole sculpted thing looks nice. You will get an idea of it later on once we add gold to it. Now what I'll do is completely cover this up with black. That's how it will look. It just looks good in black as well. In case if you want to keep it black only, and that is also very very good. Looks good in black, but gold has some different feel to it. So yes, that's how you can create. Now I'm using some gold over here. You can use gold acrylic color of any company. Currently, I have no sponsors, so I cannot recommend any company name, but all are good, Camel, Pidlite, or even Canatone. So yeah, so what I'm doing over here is doing some dry brushing. You can also see my Godzilla tutorial or even other tutorial where I have shown some dry brushing. Dry brushing is something which is good and gives you this kind of result. Now you can see even there are also some black areas at where the black color has stuck towards the sculpted parts, and this looks completely good. But I'm gonna keep it like this only. I'll need to add varnish on it, and I am choosing to add gloss varnish on it. The portions which are black from behind like this, I can remove them using sandpaper. So what I'm doing right now is using a gloss varnish. You can use gloss varnish of any company. Currently, I'm using Liquitex gloss varnish. You can use some other company gloss varnish as well. So depends on, I haven't tried any other companies, hence I'm not recommending those names, but people say they are good as well. So like this, it will look in low light and only sunlight. It will look different. The color effect will look different at different sunlights. So it looks really nice as per me. I mean. So on in natural light it will look like this completely outside. I mean previous also it was natural light, but right now it is outside, outdoors. I've taken it outdoors, so it will look like this. And again you can this is in sunlight, and the sun is falling straight above it, and due to the gloss varnish it is also getting some kind of glossier look, shiny look. So like this it will look, and I hope you like this one. And I want you to make this one because it is very very easy. And please do let me know if you have any doubts in the comment section. And do make it and post it on Instagram. Tag me at the rate SMM Creations, same name that is on YouTube. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. I'll surely love to answer it. Until then, see you next time with a new creation.